keep having just while they do,
Die 6 Jungs haben dann
which is the traditional thing.
was du jetzt schon
Rustam Galov here,
Kurz, wie war das
which is
Finale?
good.
Ja, ich habe mal gesehen, das war halt wirklich zart. Also ich sehe ein bisschen von den 2 vorderen Weltcups. Ich habe alles gegeben. Vielen, vielen Dank ans großartige Publikum. Wir hatten mehr super unterstützt. Tut mir leid, dass nichts mehr gegangen ist.
Das musst du nicht leid tun.
I'll keep running around here. I can see Alex James thinks she's...
Und es freut mich, dass sie halt gewonnen hat. Auf alle Fälle. Sie war die Beste, sie steht ganz oben und das passt dazu.
Also, eine würdige Nachfolgerin der Caleyron, nachdem Anna Stör letztes Jahr hier triumphiert hat. Und jetzt sind die Jungs da quasi schon auf Du-Fühlung mit uns. Was erwartest du dir? Also die finalen Boulder für euch waren ja eigentlich perfekt geschlagen. Da hat es alles gegeben. Was erwartest du bei den Jungs?
Ja, danke an die Rosenbauer. Das Finale war super. Ich glaube, es hat alles
in the women's final.
Ist es Druck? Ist es Motivation, die man braucht? Was glaubst du?
I will try and bring that to you as soon as I possibly can. Just going to go and have another little look up here just in case she's come out this way. As I said before, this is my sport, athlete hunting. Still looking now for Mina Markovic.
Die Geschulten unter euch, welche neue Frisur und so Rustam Galov präsentiert. Hast du ihn schon einmal genauer angesehen, weil wir haben geredet, was ändert der immer von Saison.
I'm going to do a bit of a cheeky one now. Here I am. I'm going to try and sneak round the back here, see if we can try and find Mina Markovic. We are live, and it always happens this way. I'm coming for Mina Markovic. We're going to keep trying with the signal back here. Still moving round, come follow me. Moving into the isolation for the female athletes. I'll keep talking to you. I think we might have just lost the camera there. Try and get that signal back. Are you back with us yet? Okay. I'm going to bring Mina out, so you guys just stay there for a second. Running through a large climbing gym here. No sign of Mina Markovic in here, so I'm going to run my way back round to the front, see if she's turned up there yet. It's just like Challenge Attica. Right, I'm back with you. Not in there. See if we can find her this way. It's Graham Alderson. Graham Alderson isn't sure either. So we're going to keep looking. Graham, I'm going to come back to you. What did you think of the finals?
I thought that was pretty good. That was a really good final. 4 tops for the winner. Brilliant. You can't really ask for more than that. I just hope Olga's knee gets better as quickly as possible and we see her on the circuit again before the end of the season.
Have we got any update on Olga and how she's doing?
All that we know is it's some kind of ligament damage to the knee. We don't know any further details. She's been taken to hospital and hopefully we'll find out soon.
So she has gone to hospital now?
She was taken in an ambulance, yes.
This is Graham Alderson, the tournament director. You must be pretty pleased with the turnout here.
It's pretty good, yeah. It must be 20-30 deep, good crowd as well. They're really cheering everybody. Not just Anna, obviously the home favourite, but they've been behind all of the climbers. Really good, non-partisan, that's what we like to see.
Absolutely fantastic, Graham. Thank you so much for talking to us. I'm going to go and try and find Mina. Keep on that one. Thank you very much. Just while we're having a bit of a move around, because you don't want to keep looking at me, there's far more exciting things going on. Here's the men having a look at the problems here. This looks to be men's problem 4, the final problem. All 6 of our athletes gathered round. So here's the crowd for you as well. Huge turnout here. Of course, a couple of them are taking a while to just step back. Some of them have flashed the boulders that are scattered around here. I'm just going to try and get around Heiko, the Austrian coach, squeeze past this section of people here, and see if I can track down Mina Markovic for you. She could be in drug testing now though. I was going to try and catch her before she got there. I'm going to catch her afterwards, that's for sure. Can't see her in here. I'll keep talking to you. I'm actually running around the entire stadium now. I'll also try and see if I can track down Shauna Coxsey as well for you. As I said before, huge crowd here gathered for the finals. We have the men's finals just about to start as well. Just navigating around the local MC there as well. I think you've just seen us run past that camera there. Still no sign of Mina Markovic. So the guys are getting behind. I'm going to try and call our very own Chris Parsons back here. And I am with Chris Parsons. He's just here with me. I'm going to hand him back onto this mic. Hello, Chris. I said hello, Chris. How are you?
All right. Getting ready here for the men's. Just had their viewing. Checked out the problems. You can see some of them on your screen there. Got sitting there Kilian Rustam Galov from Russia, Jeremy Boulder from France, a new one on the scene. Don't know much about Jeremy. All we know is he performed exceptionally well in the semis and the qualification round. 5 out of 5 in the qualification. Climbed exceptionally well here. I do know that he is got Thomas Caleyron from France, Dmitrii Sharafutdinov and Rei Sugimoto qualifying in first place there from Japan.
Yeah, so we had of course Rei Sugimoto the top of the men here, which means that he will go last. He will be the last athlete out here. He is actually one of the youngest as well. Born in 1991. He's only 20 years old. Rei Sugimoto, one top in 1 attempt, 3 bonuses in 8 attempts at the semi-finals here earlier today. He was the first athlete to top problem 1. He was the first male athlete to make a top at all. So our 4 minutes are officially on the clock and we're looking like we're about to get started with Kilian Fischuber. No tops, but 4 bonuses in 9 attempts in the semi-finals. But of course he needs no real introduction. He's an extremely well-known male climber with a phenomenal track record. He's held either a first or second place position since 2006 in the world rankings. And we're here with him on men's problem 1. Bit of a change around, we're starting on the other end of the wall now. Chris, we're going to have to manoeuvre ourselves.
Kilian wasting no time.
Extremely quick to start.
Already gained the bonus. Wrestling with those features.
But relatively quick down again. 3 minutes 20 still on the clock though. Plenty of time for Kilian Fischuber, our silver medalist in Love Dragomir, to show us what he's made of. Bit of a tricky time in the semi-finals earlier today, Chris.
Yeah, definitely. Kilian just scraped in there, 6th place, which is not like Kilian. Usually one of the top qualifying men coming into finals and semi-final.
Yep, he caught the bonus on all of the walls, but no tops, which is unusual for Kilian Fischuber.
Definitely a little bit disappointing in regards to the route setting for the semi-final round. We didn't see too many tops of the boulders. 2 boulders were still undone. And we got some results for him here, just to show you the kind of track record that you're dealing with when you're looking at Kilian Fischuber.
he goes to make a second attempt on male problem 1 here. And just to take you through some of his previous achievements, in 2010 he had a first at Greifensee and Vienna, so he has been first here before. Third at Moscow, Eindhoven and Innsbruck, which is Innsbruck is of course our next one. He gets the bonus there on men's problem 1, but he is back down on the mat again. Innsbruck is our next World Cup, just about 3 weeks' time. In 2011, first at Milano, Vale, Eindhoven and Sheffield, which I love, because for me, looking at that there, in 2010, he took third at Eindhoven, and it's almost like he had a bit of a break and came back in 2011 and said, right, alright, then I'll take first here now this year. He also was first in Sheffield in 2011, third at Log Dragomir last year.
And what's interesting about Kilian, he's got such a great track record and very consistent climber in these World Cups, but he's never actually podiumed in first place in a World Championship, and that's actually what he's concentrating on this year. You know, he didn't attend the first World Cup in China, which was a bit of a surprise for people out there, I'm sure, but I think that's the reason why he's got his focus for the World Championship this year in Paris.
He wants that World Championship gold medal. That's fascinating, I didn't know that. It's great having you here. If you have just joined us with the chat, I am with the phenomenal Chris Webb-Parsons of the Australian team. We've seen James Coxsey here as well. I'm also here with Mina Markovic. Hello. I'm gonna do this over the mic. I'm gonna leave Chris with the other mic. We do a bit of a switch around here. It's no problem at all. Mina, how are you feeling?
Really good. I'm still excited about the good climbing and the results, so nice, thank you.
It looked like you started, you started so strong on the first and second problem earlier and then very difficulties on the third problem.
Yeah, the first problem I found really hard, but maybe it's not the most my style, but I think I still can improve on it and even climb the boulders like this.
You're looking extremely strong on the circuit so far this year. Of course, you took gold on your home turf last week. Do you have any messages to send back to Slovenia for us?
What?
You can send a message back in Slovenian if you want to.
Yeah, sure. I would like to say thanks for everyone who were there in competition and cheers for me up. That I made a good result, and it also gives me some motivation for the next competition, and also including this one.
Do you want to say anything in Slovene to the people that are watching back at home?
I can say just thank you for everyone, and see you on the next competition.
Fantastic. Are we going to be able to grab you in a little while for an interview on cam as well? I know obviously you've got the dope checks to do, but we're going to try and grab you for an interview later on if that's alright.
Okay, sure.
Thank you, Mina.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
So we're back now with the men's, with Rustam Galov of Russia. Now he was our gold medalist. There you go, Chris, I'm going to swap mics with you again. It's like musical chairs, but with mics. Of course, we saw Rustam in Log Dragomir take gold. He ran into a bit of a difficulty on men's problem 1 in the semi-finals earlier. He was actually stopped whilst making his first attempt on the wall. He was actually on the wall while an official approached him. The official was actually in the wrong. He was awarded 2 extra minutes if he wanted them. After 5 minutes, that would have given him 7 on the wall, because he was actually off the wall for 2 minutes because one of the officials made a bit of a mistake here earlier, and Rustam said no. And that just gives you a bit of an insight into the man's mentality.
I mean, that's it. You know, climbers like Rustam got so much experience, they know when they can do a boulder or not, you know. So, in that case, Rustam said no, and maybe saving some energy for the climbs to come.
Would you have ever turned out 2 extra minutes?
Well, it all depends on the problem. So, you know, that first qualification boulder was a super powerful, tiring problem. So, maybe a wise decision from Rustam, and it's obviously paid off. He's in here in the final here. So,
I suppose it does come down to confidence, really, and how you're feeling with that particular problem.
Rustam just coming up short. I think he did secure the bonus on that first attempt.
Yeah, it did look like he got a hand on there. 2 minutes 40. 2 minutes 40. On the clock here. We're with male problem 1 with Russia's Rustam Galov. He was third at Chongqing. He was a gold medalist at Log Dragomir. So he's having an exceptionally good season so far. He finished 4th last year in the world rankings. I think he's actually up now in the world rankings. I'll just have a little look for you. Do a bit of a double check. Rustam Galov, yes he is. He's 3rd at the moment in the world rankings. Started climbing in 2003, which in itself is impressive, considering that he's 24 years old. That's not a very long career, is it at all?
Not at all. Very impressive. You know, we were just talking earlier about that the younger you start, the better you'll be, but obviously just blowing that theory out the water.
He just never seems phased by anything. Obviously,
have to mention this this haircut that Rustam has, the mullet.
No, I know this is a source of pride for you.
I do like this haircut.
You lost that haircut a little bit though at the last comp we saw you at.
I did. I was trying to sport the mullet for this year's competitions, but didn't quite happen. But you know, we'll see for the next comp. We've got 3 weeks.
I can see it's coming back. It's coming back.
We'll get it there.
Obviously, Rustam, another fan. I love this fact. I raised this with us in the semi-finals earlier. That Rustam was actually doing a piece in a magazine a few years ago called "What's in Your Rucksack," asking a lot of climbers the kind of things that they carry with them when they go out on rock. Most climbers had things like Red Bull, energy drinks, power bars. Rustam Galovanov's answer to that question was a jar of pickled gherkins and a bottle of vodka.
Rustam doing exceptionally well on this boulder. Oh, he's looking
absolutely incredible. Now, we didn't see a top from Kilian just moments ago. We have seen a top from Rustam Galovanov. So calm, so collected, one hand to the crowd. Thank you for the support. I'll see you on men's problem 2. I'm ready. Can we go now? Away from the crowd as well. So, no top for Kilian Fishuba on problem 1. A top from Rustam Galovanov in 3 attempts. And next out we're going to be looking at Jeremy Boulder of France. And he was absolutely phenomenal in the qualification earlier today. If you did join us, the qualifications, they were yesterday. I can tell you that his results in the semis were 1 top in 6 attempts, 2 bonuses in 8 attempts. Straight onto the wall here though, Chris, no hanging about.
No mucking about. 20 seconds on the clock and he was straight out and on the wall.
Straight onto the bonus hold as well. You were telling me about Jeremy earlier. I was saying, born in Cahors, lives in Paris. You were saying that you were talking to somebody that's seen him in Fontainebleau.
Yeah, one of the guys I know said they saw him in Fontainebleau walking up some of the hard problems there, some of the test pieces. I had no idea who he was. Quite achiever and doing exceptionally well here in Vienna.
Well, he's only 20 years old, born in 91, world ranked 48. He's 43rd even, in Log Jagomere with us. So what a jump up from Log Jagomere to being here with us in Vienna in the final 6 men. That's at least a 6th place finish. He takes another look here at men's problem 1 with 2 minutes 35 left on the clock. Jeremy Boulder of France. He was 17th in the Bouldering World Cup at Vienna last year.
Jeremy on with his 2nd attempt here, problem number 1 for the men. Looking very confident and casual.
I can hear cries of allez, allez from the crowd here. Phenomenal support from Austria in Vienna. Here at Bouldering World Cup number 3. If you are joining us in the chat, a very good evening to you. The time here at present is 10 to 9. In the evening, of course, because it is dark here now, but we've got these fantastic floodlights, making sure the climbers can see what they're doing, making sure that we can see what the climbers are doing. and making sure I can see the incredible Chris Webb-Parsons who's sat next to me doing commentary. Wherever you are in the world, do say hello to us in the chat. Let us know where you are, what the weather's like. Third attempt, I think now. Is that right, Chris?
Yeah, exactly. Third attempt here from Jeremy. Looks very casual as he tackles that first little section there. He does have the bonus. He did get that on his first attempt. He's obviously looking for top out here.
So the crowd are loving this now.
Crowd right behind the Frenchman here.
And he's looking quite strong here as well.
I think that's the key, to get that right foot up on that feature, but he's looking like he's struggling a little bit. Eyeing up that next volume.
You see Rustam do it, he's just gone. But still 55 seconds left on the clock here. More than enough time for him to shake out some of that lactic acid and get himself back on the wall.
Got the guys scrubbing those holes now. Should have cooled down a little bit, those holes.
The highest actually we've ever seen Jeremy Boulder is 15th in the male juniors lead European Youth Series, and that was in Vienna in 2010. So let's see if he can bring some of that back here for our third Bouldering World Cup. Look at how rammed the arena is here, a packed crowd turning up, offering some incredible support for the athletes here. You see the row of flags in the background there. And there is the sports gym, the climbing gym, that is the base for our final. Okay, Jeremy Boulder, the 4 minutes have gone. He has his right hand on the bonus hold there. This is the position that we saw him in just moments ago. Reaches with the right hand, fingers are on. Could this be it? Absolutely fantastic, the crowd are loving it. Don't go now, Jeremy. And he tops out, absolutely amazing. The 4 minutes has gone. I think that was his fourth, but I will get that attempt on the wall. Jeremy Boulder, where Kilian failed moments ago. Relatively unknown in terms of podium and finals in the boulder, but he's definitely showing you what he's made of here.
Really great shot. And the next.
I will just get that checked, just to see how many attempts that was in. Obviously we just saw, it will come up shortly on your screen, we just saw Rustam Galov in 3 attempts, solved problem 1.
And just a quick update about Olga. She is currently just sorry, just a quick update on Olga. LCL in her left knee, tearing that, so we send our good thoughts to Olga.
Here is Tito Thomas Caleyron of France. He's just had his birthday as well. We heard that Anna Shaw had just had a birthday. He's 28. Turned 28 on the 19th of April. He's born in 1989. Now he's been climbing since 1997. He's been a member of the French team since 2003. And this is his first attempt, and he's already got a hand on that bonus there. Chris, Tito's looked very strong all the way through here, hasn't he?
Yeah, Tito's always one of the best performers in the comps. Really strong style, uses all his body, all his power. He's just come up short there, did get the bonus on his first attempt, as we've seen all the guys do so far on this boulder. But Tito, very impressive style.
I can tell you that in the semi-finals, Tito did 1 top in 2 attempts, 3 bonuses in 6 attempts. But of course, a lot of the men in the semi-finals ran into difficulties. We didn't see a single 2 tops on our sheet, on our results. 1 top was the most that we had.
All the best.
So Tito just miming through how he thinks he's going to approach this now. He's got 2 minutes, 10 seconds roughly left on the clock here.
All eyes on Tito here. Just under 2 minutes still left on the clock. Plenty of time for a few more attempts.
Tito Caleyron, we think, has got the bonus so far on men's problem 1. 1 minute, 33 seconds left on the clock here. And we are seeing a change in attitude. He was very quick to be on the wall when he first came out. And now, having a bit of a think, reassessing the problem in front of him. Problem 1, quite a lot of large volumes. Problem 2 as well, quite a lot of large volumes. Looks like a few crimps there on problem 3 as well that we've got to come to you later with.
Definitely a really good mix of problems here in the men's finals.
So, Tito Thomas Caleyron here from his hometown of Saint-Étienne in France. He was 8th at Logjagamere just recently. He's world ranked 9th, but currently on the World Cup 2012 circuit, he's in 5th. No problem here so far. That's just under 40 seconds left on the clock, so he still has more than enough time for another attempt here.
Tito just coming up short of that last volume. That looks the most positive hold on the whole climb. Just had to spin his hand around the other way, and I think he would have had that.
I saw an interview actually with Tito that was online that I was looking at a few days ago. It was talking about his strong and his weak points. He was saying that his strong points he counts as his concentration and his physical condition, but one of his weak points are his tendons. So let's hope that they hold out here. Certainly seems to be doing him well at that start.
Well, those tendons don't look to be giving him any trouble on this first problem here.
Not at all, a very strong start. The 4 minutes has gone. So as Tito comes up here, we will see no top for him on problem 1 for the men.
Crowd getting behind Tito. Here's his last attempt and he's off.
But he does come off there. The strong, silent Tito Caleyron. No top there for him.
One of the bigger climbers in this field of guys here we've got in the final today. He's always one of the top performers in these World Cups.
Now you are about to see the world number 1 out here in the world rankings. Next up will be Dmitrii Sharafutdinov of Russia, and there he is, making a run to start on problem 1.
The world champion.
Dmitrii Sharafutdinov. Earlier today we saw Dmitrii in the semi-finals, 1 top in 2 attempts, 3 bonuses in 4 attempts. No bonus on the 4th problem for him though in the semis.
We've got Dmitrii with the bib number 1.
Loads of support here in the chat room from Russia. Go, 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 go from Russia. We are listening to you in the chat room, so do keep your support, your questions, your thoughts on who you think is going to take gold here in the men's coming into us.
Dmitrii Sharafutdinov. Давай, Dmitrii.
Just a question from the chat there. I will try and get confirmation from Graham Alderson. These results in the bottom right hand corner are not official from the IFSC yet. They are live, so they're constantly updated. I can just see now Chris running down to Graham Alderson. So just double check that question for you on whether Kilian did get that bonus on the first problem here. I think he did, but we will give you official confirmation in just a second. Still with Dmitrii Sharafutdinov. Let's just take you through some of Dmitrii's achievements. He's number 2 in the Climbing World Cup last year. He's currently number 1 in the world rankings. Well, Chris is back.
So the word on Kilian is that we're unsure whether they have given him bonus. We're just getting it confirmed now from Graham, so we'll come back to you with that information. He did touch it, but we're not just sure how long he touched it for, so I'm not sure if they're giving it to him.
So that is an IFSC discussion at the moment. We just had confirmation from Graham Alderson. Kilian did make the bonus on problem 1.
He did make bonus on his first go, Kilian Fishuber on problem 1, correct.
Thank you for that, Chris.
1 minute, 20 seconds. Dmitrii Sharafutdinov.
So there you are, the score has been created for you. There is the live feed. Hope that makes you happy. We will of course track down any answers to any questions you might have. We're still with Dmitrii Sharafutdinov now with just 1 minute 6 seconds on the clock. So we're coming into the last minute here for him.
Dmitrii here on problem number 1. He's got problem number 1 on his bib. He's going to be wanting he's going to be wanting position number 1 when this is all over.
We have seen Dmitrii make the bonus though on problem 1 here.
Oh, and he's gone big but come up short. Trying to dyno straight through to that, well, the only positive hold on this climb it looks like. Second last hold there.
I was talking to Graham Alderson about Dmitrii Sharafutdinov just the other day, talking about what kind of a man he is. He was saying he's very obsessed with training, very systematic, repeatedly very strict with himself and what he eats, how he trains, how often he trains. He only seems to let loose on the dance floor, on the after show, when a competition is finished.
I mean, you see him there, speaking of Dmitrii, he lost 8 kilograms before the World Championship last year, and you can see the size of the guy. He's not a big guy as it stands, so he's very strict with his training.
Well, he is 5'9", just nearly 6 foot. 8 kilograms, quite a lot. The 4 minutes has gone, so this is it for Dmitrii Sharafutdinov. If he comes up here, that'll be the end of his attempt on problem 1. And he has. World number 1 running into some difficulties there. But a huge round of applause from the crowd. Support there for Dmitrii Sharafutdinov. He does look a bit tired there.
He's walking off
there. So to our producer earlier as well. The crowd are behind you, Dmitrii, so let's see what's happening. So, next out is going to be the top of our men's qualifiers through the semi-finals. It's Rei Sugimoto of Japan, and here he is approaching men's problem 1. Another very young climber, Chris, only 20 years old, born in 91, born in Hokkaido. So if anyone's joining us from there, or where he lives in Sapporo, do say hello in the chat. Now he was 16th at Log Dragonmare, our last World Cup. He was 11th at Chongqing just before that. It's looking like he's at least got himself a 6th place finish here. It's a great way to start off the season. 4th at Vale in 2011.
Yeah, you can see some excellent results there from Rei. Previous events, going to be wanting to pull another great result out here today. As you said, Daniel, 4th in Vale. That's when he really sort of hit the scene and got really noticed on this World Cup circuit. Was in Vale last year.
And he's definitely hitting the scene now, Chris. That's a bonus right there on problem 1. So we just saw our world number 1, Dmitrii Sharafutdinov, running into problems on problem 1. We also saw our world number 2, Kilian Fishuber, running into problems on problem 1. But no problems so far for Rustam Galov or Jeremy Boulder. No problem for Rei Sugimoto. He still has 2 minutes 35 left on the clock. Plenty of time for some more attempts.
Yeah, it looks like he was struggling getting his right foot to stay on that bottom feature on that first hold, you can see. Rustam went about it. He got his both his feet quite high up on the second lot of features there and leant across, and that looks like what Rei's going to have to do if he wants to conquer this boulder.
So currently world ranked 25th, Rei Sugimoto of Japan, the 20-year-old climber, with 2 minutes roughly left on the clock. 2 minutes right now. 2 minutes from now. Just shaking out his arms. Getting rid of some of that lactic acid. A lot of volumes on the wall on problem 1. Different set of routes that we saw in Love Dragon there from Jackie Godoff. Here we've been set by Thomas Zalewski of Poland. 1 minute 30 for Rei Sugimoto here.
Powering up this problem number 1 for the men, Ray.
We have seen that from a lot of climbers, haven't we? He got very quickly up onto that bonus hold.
1 minute, 15 seconds.
Scrubbers working frantically to
well, there
brush
is
off some
the
of that
live
sweat.
results on your screen at the moment. Currently on top is Rustam Galov with 1 top in 3 attempts. Just underneath him, Jeremy Boulder, 1 top in 4 attempts for him. Underneath that, Dmitrii Sharafutdinov. No tops, but he's got the bonus, and so has Tito Caleyron, and so has Kilian Fischuber. So we're tied 3rd with the world number 1 and 2, and Tito Caleyron of France. Rei Sugimoto still with 40 seconds on the clock here. As he goes to make attempt number 3, I think it is it Chris?
I think that's right, attempt number 3 for Rei Sugimoto for Japan. "23 seconds on the clock.
20 seconds left on the clock here. This looks like it is going to be it for Rei Sugimoto.
Very physical problem to start with here for the men. It's problem number 1. They're going to be feeling on the next problems to come. Oh, and he's falling up short.
5 seconds. He can still get back on here. And he's going for it.
That's what we
exactly
like
the way to be. And this is what I was talking about earlier. With the crowd, the adrenaline building. He knows that if he comes up here, that's going to be it for problem 1. Can that adrenaline push him all the way to the top?
Here we go.
Gamba from the crowd, from the MC here, and I'm sure in the chat room.
Wrestling with these slippery orange features. He's looking good, he's looking good. Foot up exactly where
and this is the highest we've seen him.
Oh, this could be it for Ray.
Looking phenomenally good.
Excellent, excellent. The crowd
He's got that stem there, and he's got him to the top. The 4 minutes is gone, and Rei Sugimoto tops out. He goes up to say hello to the cameraman up there. Jumps down and gives the crowd a big smile. What a fantastic start for the men's final. This is going to be a very interesting men's final here.
And the crowd love that one. Hope you're loving that at home. Let us know what you think on the chat.
So, no top on problem 1 for Kilian Fischuber. A top for Rustam Galov though. A top for Jeremy Boulder. No top for Tito Caleyron of France. No top for Dmitrii Sharafutdinov, the world number 1. But Rei Sugimoto living up to the reputation that he's built up throughout the qualifications and the semi-finals. We're back with Kilian Fischuber, men's problem number 2. What do you make of this problem, Chris?
I mean, this problem looks exceptionally difficult. It's got some big holds on it, but they just definitely don't look positive. Straight away off the floor, it's going to be grappling with these big brain-looking holds. Kilian trying to find the positive part of that hold. Does the first move.
Kilian's going to want to make something here. We've seen no tops from him today, and the Austrian crowd here in Vienna really want to see him living up to his reputation, and his reputation is incredible in the bouldering. Is he going to go for a dyno? He does, and he makes it. Kilian Fischuber, a phenomenal dyno. There is the appreciation that the crowd want. There it is from Kilian Fischuber as well. A flash for Kilian Fischuber on boulder number 2. That's going to put him back in the game here.
Fantastic effort from Kilian Fischuber there. That problem looks like his style to a T, and he executed it perfectly.
What a phenomenal dyno there from the far left-hand side of men's problem 2 to the far right hand side with one hand at first, the second joining in shortly after. That is the kind of thing we're going to expect to see from the world number 2, the man who has held a first or second place ranking since 2006 in the world rankings. And we're back with the man that we saw earlier, Rustam Galov of Russia. We saw him top men's problem 1 in 3 attempts.
Wasting no time, straight on the boulder. Wow, Rustam, so much power, so strong, fingers of steel this guy.
Is he going to match Kilian like for like here? He is. Oh!
Just come up short there on that double dyno. He'll be disappointed with that. Cruise through the bottom of that problem, just coming up short on that last double dyno there.
So now, here we are with Rustam Galov, taking a seat, taking his time. Just seems to be completely unfazed by everything here. The crowd, which is huge here in Vienna. Under 2 minutes 40 left on the clock. Rustam Galov taking it at ease on the mat, having a bit of a look.
2 minutes 30 still on the clock, plenty of time. You can see Rustam there on your screen, sitting there very casually, looking like one of the spectators who's looking that casual.
That shot is coming to you from our Roman cameraman. Rustam's up again. He's just seen that he has 2 minutes on the clock now, and he goes to make attempt number 2 on problem 2. Of course, that is how it works here. The most stops in the least amount of attempts. Every attempt counts.
Rustam now with his second attempt, cruising that start. He's wound down the clock because he's confident. I'm sure he's confident he can do this.
Look at the strength in his forearms, in his fingers, his hands. There he is. This is absolutely incredible. This is going to be such an interesting final. He's doing a pull-up with one hand on the final hole. That is surely showing us what he's made of there. That is absolutely incredible. Chris, wasted energy, or is it something else entirely?
Well, he's putting on a good show for the crowd here in Vienna, that's for sure.
He definitely is. He spent most of his 4 minutes just sitting on the mat. Only made 2 attempts there. Finished it in 2 attempts. And then when he got to the top and the final hole, after making the bonus, he decided to give us a little bit of a pull-up. This isn't training, this is the real thing, Rustam. Absolutely incredible. I think that's going to put him in first place here at the moment. And we're back with the incredible Jeremy Boulder.
Just coming up short on that first move there, Jeremy Boulder. Still plenty of time on the clock. Struggling with that first move there, bit of a surprise.
Seems to be having a problem there, yep. Looking like he's not exactly sure how he's going to start here. 3 minutes on the clock right now. He takes that starting position, 2 hands on the second volume, 2 feet on the first volume.
Just looks like he's got to push that left hand around that second hold there, a little bit further to the left.
He is a young climber, 20 years old, born in 1991. Is anyone in the chat joining us from Cahors or from Paris right now? Do say hello. Jeremy Boulder is very familiar with both of those places. I'm sure he'd love to hear your support. 2 minutes 25 seconds on the clock now. Someone asking in the chat room whether they can get any coverage of the past competitions. Of course, you can find your downloads there on IFSC website. It's ifsc-climbing.org. If you want the downloads, you can go on to ifsc.tv and you can get coverage there and downloads of everything we've done over the past 2 years. Do go and have a look. We're here at Bouldering World Cup number 3, Vienna, with our men's finalists, our 6 male finalists. Here is our 3rd male finalist to attempt problem 2 at the moment, Jeremy Boulder, who we saw in the semi-finals. He's now taking 1 top in 6 attempts, 2 bonuses in 8 attempts, and he's on top of that problem that he was having a moment ago. He's on to the 3rd volume, Chris.
Oh, just coming up short. He's looking a bit tired there, Jeremy. Maybe that problem number 1 tired him out. They wrestle with those features.
1 minute 10 on the clock now.
Plenty of time to have a few more goes.
1 minute.
How incredible was it just moments ago watching Kilian flash problem 2, and then Rustam Galov not flash, but do it in 2 attempts, and a little cheeky bit of a workout at the top of the wall.
Yeah, a bit of a one-arm pull-up there, just to show how he means business here today.
Right, now we are seeing some fantastic attempts here from Jeremy Boulder. We have 35 seconds left on the clock here. Of course, it is different
30 seconds, half a minute.
in the final. We work on a 4+ minute basis, so if Jeremy is off the ground, he's got 20 seconds left to go here. If he's off the ground in a moment, he can stay on that wall as long as he likes, as long as he can.
The last 10 seconds will go in. We'll climb up.
Here goes Jeremy Boulder. The crowd are behind him. They're giving him their support.
Oh, he looks
Allez,
like
allez from the crowd.
this is his last attempt here, Jeremy. Jeremy Boulder from France.
Oh. And that is it for Jeremy Boulder on problem 2. The 4 minutes have gone. A round of applause from the crowd. A sigh of relief almost from Jeremy Boulder. We're moving on to our 4th male here in the finals. Another Frenchman. No top for him so far. Still got a little bit on problem 1. But it is Caleyron of France. And here he comes. Not just a jog, that's a full-on run down the mat there. Very keen to get started on problem 2.
He seems to always do that run out of ISO straight to his boulders. Keen to get on the wall.
It must be something to do with the state of mind. He did list as one of his strengths his concentration. He must be very much in the zone here.
That's it, run straight out to do battle with his problem number 2, Caleyron from France.
So he's getting into the start position now on problem 2.
Ooh. 2 French guys struggling with that first move.
Bit of a stumble there. 3 minutes 25 on the clock.
And that's all it looked like for Tito, just a stumble. I'm sure he'll reel that move in, and hopefully we see him on his way to topping this boulder in his next couple of goes.
And he comes back and has a think, for the better things. 3 minutes on the clock. Cries of allez from the crowd.
Tito pulling on for his 2nd attempt here. Easily doing that first move. He whacking his heels on that first hold. Squeezing with all his might. Lining up for the big move here to this pinch.
This is the highest we've seen him. Can he make the bonus hold?
It's on the cheeky knee bar.
Yes, he can. Did he just wedge his right knee there in between 2 of the volumes?
He definitely did. Cheeky little knee bar there from Tito. French finesse. Lining up for the big double dyno.
And he's made the double dyno. 2nd attempt on the wall. Tito Caleyron showing us how it's done. A pull-up as well, and a one-arm hold there at the last little moment with a bit of a come on from the crowd, and he makes that same token run back into the isolation. I'm sure that is a concentration thing. Absolutely phenomenal from the Frenchman there. That's his first top of the final here. And that moves him into third place. And you can see that there on your screen, the live results. And also on your screen there, just coming out from isolation, is Dmitrii Sharafutdinov of Russia. Frequent finalist.
Dmitrii Sharafutdinov just having a quick eye up before he attempts this problem number 2. Quick chalk of the hands. He'll be definitely wanting to flash this. Well within his capabilities, this problem of a flash.
He's born in Corkino, lives in Ekaterinburg. If anybody is joining us in the chat from either of those places, do send in your support. He's only 60 kilograms, Dmitrii Sharafutdinov, and he's a tall man. We were talking about, you were saying earlier, Chris, that he lost 8 kilograms, was it, before a final?
Yeah, that's right. 8 kilograms before the World Champs last year. So massive commitment into his training. Dmitrii, first attempt here. He went to pull on before, but opted for a quick chalk up. Still on for his first attempt. Easily making this problem look exceptionally easy.
Very strong here from the 25-year-old Russian.
So much strength.
Again, you can see the tendons in his arms there. He makes the dyno. This is looking like a flash. It is a flash. Dmitrii Sharafutdinov, our world #1 thing. Thank you very much to the crowd there.
Definitely nice to see these problems with a big finish hold. I like to see the competitor turn around and give a cheeky wave to the crowd in celebration.
Well, that is his first top here. He's going to be very proud of that, considering he had difficulties with the first problem here. He made the bonus on the first problem, but no top. He's just topped problem 2, and he flashed it as well. And as you can see, that's going to move him into joint second place at the moment on your live feed updates. But we're back with Rei Sugimoto of Japan now for his attempt on problem 2. The last male athlete here in the finals to attempt problem 2 before we move on to problem 3. Problem 3 is definitely worth getting interested in because it looks like quite a lot of crimp holds on that.
This is Rei Sugimoto from Japan, just about to pull on for his first attempt of mouth problem number 2. Nailing that first move with ease. We saw the French guys struggle a little bit on that. Rei making it look exceptionally easy. Hear the gumbas from the crowd behind us. Gumba Gumba, encouraging Rei.
Incredible amount of support here for some of the Japanese athletes. We have, of course, seen Kilian earlier.
Looking very casual.
Absolutely phenomenal here. Look at that. Here goes the dyno. Oh!
Everything all right, Dave? I hope.
There's someone in the chat there talking about losing weight. Dmitrii Sharafutdinov, we were talking about earlier, losing 8 kilograms before the World Championships.
Rei took a bit of an awkward fall off that boulder. Rolled his ankle a little bit, but he's holding it well.
One of the people in the chat is just saying that their student loan ran out, so they lost 5 kilograms and it made their climbing better. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing. I don't know quite how to take that. That was quite an awkward fall from Rei Sugimoto a moment ago. He does keep checking that right ankle. It did look to me like he might have twisted it when he landed on the mat.
Yeah, Rei took a bit of a funny fall on that. Oh, it's come up again. That ankle.
Again, problems with the right ankle. That did look like a very awkward fall.
You can see the officials looking on here, checking out, see if he has seriously hurt his ankle or not. Seems to be holding it well.
1 minute 30 left on the clock now for Rei Sugimoto of Japan. 20-year-old. 16th at Log Dragomer. 11th at Chongqing. But being very strong all the way through the qualifications and in the semi-finals here in Vienna. Cries of Gamba from the crowd. He makes the bonus hold.
Hopefully that last attempt didn't deter Rei at all. This awkward fall he had before on this move, lining up for it again.
Can he make the dyno?
Oh.
No!
I really think he's held back there a little bit because of the nasty fall he had before.
That's what we were talking about earlier about the doubt setting in.
It's 40 seconds on the clock still, and he's calling it quits on this, it looks like. His ankles.
Asking one of the physios here to have a little look for him. 35 seconds on the clock. Absolutely packed crowd here. We have one of our AFSC officials with him. We have the physios here with him as well. 20 seconds on the clock. It's looking like he might not jump back on the wall again.
His time's ticking down. Don't think he's going to have enough time to get that boot back on and have another
5 seconds, and he needs that boot back on, as you're just saying, Chris. That is his 4 minutes
barefoot ascent.
Has it happened before? Huge round of applause for Rei Sugimoto there.
I think he'll be joining us on problems 3 and 4 though.
Definitely running into some difficulties with his ankle there. We will keep you updated on his progress.
Great to see the support here from the crowd applauding Rei as he walks off, as we had with Olga with her unfortunate incident.
I saw Sachiyama earlier, I saw Sakuru Hori earlier, I saw Momoka Oda earlier. Fantastic support.
Getting ready now.
I will keep you updated on Rei Sugimoto. We're going to be back on problem number 3 now with Kilian Fischuber. We saw him come out and flash problem 2 just moments ago. Let's see how Kilian gets on here with problem 3. Now, Chris, take us through this problem.
Well, we've got the interesting problem here. The massive holds on the last climb, and we've gone for super small holds on this climb here. Tiny crimps, which I think, again, Rustam is going to excel on this climb. Be interested to see how Kili goes.
Jackie Godoff at Log Dragomer did say that he designed one of the problems there for the Russians. Look at Kilian Fischuber here. Oh, such a strong start. Still, 3 minutes 20 left on the clock.
Not sure that's the way the route set is intended the climb to go. I think they intended to actually hold that bonus hold that Kilian did manage to get and come into the other one just above it. It did look like Kilian was quite close for that method though, so be interesting to see if he goes for it again or he opts for the other method I just mentioned.
We have just seen the flash on problem 2, Kilian Fischuber. So his mindset could be changing here. He's going to want to drive his way into this 3rd problem. It was problem 3 that stumped him in Log Dragomer. That was in the semi-finals in Log Dragomer. He also missed the bonus hold on problem 3. But let's see him turn that around here in Vienna.
Local crowd here getting behind Kili. Want to see an Austrian on the podium. Kilian off with his 2nd attempt.
Yeah, it's his home crowd here.
Oh!
He's done his thing. Stop the rock.
Another
You
method.
can't stop this rock. Kilian Fischuber. That's the top. Look at his face. Absolutely phenomenal. Kilian Fischuber tops out on problem 3 on his 2nd attempt.
Playing it up for the crowd here, these climbers today.
And they're all playing it up for the crowd here. It almost seems like some of them might be chatting back in the isolation. saying, what can we do next? Well, I've done a one-arm push-up. Sorry, a one-handed pull-up. Let's see what you can do.
I think the route setters might be a little disappointed with that method that Kilian just pulled out there.
Rustam Galov, Russia.
We're back with Rustam Galov of Russia.
Currently the man to beat.
What were you saying then, Chris?
Currently the man to beat here, Rustam, sitting in first place, I think.
Well, he has looked very strong here so far. He's topped both of the problems so far. He's already halfway up this third problem. Grip is something that the Russians love. Absolutely incredible. We've just seen Kilian top this in 2 attempts. Rustam Galov topped it in 1. He is looking like he's going to be taking gold here. That's a top on every single problem so far. That's a flash on problem 3. And he's not top an attempt every time on each of the problems here. He did problem 1 in 3 attempts, problem 2 in 2 attempts, and problem 3 in 1 attempt. Is it possible to do problem 4 in no attempts? I think you'd have to fly up. We're back. It's Jeremy Boulder.
Jeremy Boulder here, off with his flash attempt, problem number 3. Oh, pinging off that hold. It's on the mat, looking at his skin. It did not look comfortable.
He didn't look very comfortable there when he landed at all, did he? And he's still looking at his hand, his left hand there.
We'll be feeling that for I'd say all the remaining time on that clock, 3 minutes 20. I'm sure his fingers will be feeling that.
And that's because of the crimps, of course, here that we've got going on. He's got 3 minutes, 10 seconds now on the clock. Here's his second attempt.
Struggling with that little hold.
You can see he's already really feeling it in the hands here with those crimps. Very kind of the route setters to have colour coordinated the wall though, for each of the problems. All orange holds on 1, all yellow holds on 2, all red holds here with the crimps on 3.
Definitely.
We are with Jeremy Boulder on 3, the 20-year-old.
Definitely very visually pleasing this wall, as we said. Fresh paint, coat of paint before the event. Put a real effort into this wall, the Austrians.
He's definitely feeling it in the hands now. 2 minutes 20 left on the clock. Just having someone commented on the comment I just made about Rustam Galov knocking off the attempts as he's moving along the wall, saying only Chuck Norris can do a boulder in 0 attempts. Just a bit of a problem there. 1 minute 45 on the clock.
Put a little bit of liquid chalk on his fingers. Fingers must be sweating. I'd say his skin's extremely thin. Same with the issues in the women's category. All their skin was totally worn down.
We just had Alex Luccio on camera showing us the blood from her fingers. It just goes to show you the kind of commitment that some of the climbers have here. Well, I would say all of the climbers have here. It is their passion, their drive, their life. And this means everything to them. You can see that it means everything here to Jeremy Boulder of France.
Jeremy just struggling with that first move. Still 1 minute left on the clock. Time for a few more attempts. Got the French coach looking on here, biting his fingernails.
We're down to 45 seconds.
40 seconds. Here we go.
Winding that clock
There
down.
are your results on the screen so far there. Only one top for Dmitrii Sharafutdinov so far, and that was on the first one, but that was an incredible finish there. Run the clock right the way down, but made it on his final attempt.
Come on, everybody.
We're not exactly sure about Olga Caleyron at the moment, I'm afraid, if you're asking us in the chat. We don't have any fresh information. We do know she's been taken to hospital. We do think that has something to do with a torn ligament. But look here, Jeremy Boulder has made it. He's really struggling, but doing exceptionally well here. Hold on to that crimp. Just falling down. And that is blood there on his finger, I think. That's it from him. That is blood. Wiping it on his trousers there. That just goes to show you how much commitment the climbers have to put in here when their fingers are bleeding from the fingertips. And that was a crimping problem on problem 3. We will of course keep you updated on Olga. Just giving a shout out to Mark Heel. If you're in the chat, wherever you're watching. There's someone in the crowd asking us to do that. Just readjusting here. Getting set up again. And here's Tito. He's back with us. They're just resetting the clock for him by the look of things. He can get his 4 minutes to make the start here.
I think one of the footholds on the problem has crumbled a little bit, so just going to get the root setters in to fix the hold.
It is not just a bit of a broken foothold. We've got Graham Alderson here saying that it's also to do with the blood on the hold there from Jeremy Boulder, just his Tito's teammate from France. What has this final not had?
Yeah.
The excitement, the injuries, absolutely exceptional.
Well, at least the holds are red.
Just while this is going on, I'm going to try and find someone to interview.
Shauna.
I found the perfect person to interview. I am here with the incredible Shauna Coxsey of Great Britain. Hi Shauna, how are you feeling?
Pretty tired, yeah. The problems were really cool, they were really good fun, but I was wasted, so yeah, I didn't do as well as I felt I could have done, but yeah, I'm happy. So
3 finals in 3.
Yeah.
Doing pretty well this year.
Yeah, it's definitely a surprise. I didn't expect it at all, so I don't know. I mean, I'm just so psyched for the rest of the season. See what happens there.
You are sticking with us for the rest of the season, yes?
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely fantastic. You had a lot of support from Runcorn earlier in the chat. Is there anything you want to say to them? You are live?
They're probably all my family. There's so many of them, and I love them all. Yeah, they're really supportive. It's amazing.
Absolutely fantastic. So, we're going to see you again in Innsbruck.
Yeah.
Any plans in the downtime between then?
Well, I have a week in Mellebocco because there's a festival thing going on there, so that should be really cool. But I have to rest my shoulder quite a bit as well, so yeah, try to get that.
We've seen the straps there as well with the neck change. Can you tell us what that was about?
I've strained the tendon in my shoulder, which has caused like muscle pains through my neck and stuff, so yeah, it's not so good.
Please keep us updated with that, Shauna. I will come back to you later. Thank you so much for joining us here. We're back with Tito Caleyron now that the wall has been cleaned. And look at that dyno there onto that crimping hole. I'm just going to do a cheeky switch of mic yet again. Lovely to see Shauna there. Thank you so much, Chris, for spotting her and bringing her over to us.
Tito just coming up short there in his first attempt. got the issue sorted out with the spot of blood on the... Reeling it in. Oh,
He had 2 feet off the wall there, and just hands on a crimp hold, and he was literally hanging off the wall. The strength in these fingers, it's just incredible.
This is his cup of tea, these tiny little holds. Up to the last move now. Oh, he's coming up short.
Just coming up short on that final hold there. Dmitrii takes a moment to readdress. He has 2 minutes 35 still on the clock here. Plenty of time to have a look. Plenty of time to get back on the wall. Here we are then, those are your live results on the screen now. Rustam Galov in first position at the moment. 3 tops, 6 attempts. Kilian holding down second place there. We saw him take second, take the silver at Log Jagomir. He has 2 tops in 3 attempts. Dmitrii Sharafutdinov now, 1 top, 1 attempt. So far. I'll tell you now, that was just the last problem, that was problem 2.
Leading
Okay, Dmitrii Sharafutdinov, another attempt here. 1 minute 25 on the clock. Russian very strong with the crimps. Take us through what he's doing here, Chris.
Yeah, the trickery with that first move, catching that sneaky toe hook on that first hold. Looking a bit more steady on this attempt here. Dmitrii working into those little crimps, pushing into that Gaston. Foot up now. Straight in, looking a bit more casual on this attempt. And
he tops out. Dmitrii Sharafutdinov, the world ranked #1, takes problem 3 there on his second attempt. And that's going to make a change on our leaderboard, I think, because that's 2 tops in 3, and that's going to put him level with Kilian and Sharafutdinov. So that should be a joint second place, I think. We're just waiting for those graphics to update. Bringing that to you shortly. Of course, these are provisional results. We have to wait for the IFSC officials to confirm them before we can get onto the podium. And here is Rei Sugimoto. What a commitment here, considering he had a nasty fall on men's hook 2 a moment ago and twisted his ankle. That ankle is now strapped up. But he's looking alright on it.
Heavily strapped up ankle there from Rei. Crowds behind him, they're loving it. Loving his commitment back out here with a sore ankle, and he's still pushing on.
We've seen such strong commitment from all of the climbers here so far. Johnny Boulder, fingers bleeding earlier. Rei Sugimoto, after a minor injury a moment ago. Incredibly strong start on problem 3. This could be a flash. Let's see how he gets on. Down. But I think he might have just got that bonus there. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, just coming up short of that hold just above the bonus. Those holds must be so tiny. The Russians have got fingers of steel, and they were struggling and shaking on those holds. So, you know, all the other climbers have really struggled to hold those holds at all. And Rei there showing
well, the only person that seems to have had absolutely no problem with problem 3 so far is Rustam Galov. He just flashed it. Rustam Galov very securely in first place currently here. Problem 1 in 3 attempts, problem 2 in 2 attempts, problem 3 in 1 attempt, a flash. And here's Rei Sugimoto analysing the problem in front of him and getting ready for his second attempt. Sharafutdinov, for those that are asking in the chat room, did problem 3 in 2 attempts just a moment ago. 2 minutes 20 on the clock here.
Rei just gently shaking those arms, getting some blood back in. Be up with another attempt. As we said before, excellent effort from Rei to come back out here with that ankle strapped up, having another dig.
Okay, Rei Sugimoto It's his second attempt, is it not, Chris?
I think third attempt, yep. Oh, he's lining up that method of Kili. Oh.
That was quite impressive there. He's got 1 minute 35 seconds
1 minute
on the clock.
30 seconds.
So these are provisional results, of course. So as I was just saying moments ago, I thought that it was going to happen, and it does look like it is at the moment with our provisional results. They're tied in second. But they are tied in the final only, of course, but it would go to countback, and that would be the semi-finals. And in the semi-finals, I can tell you now that Dmitrii Sharafutdinov did top one problem in 2 attempts, and Kilian achieved no tops in the semis. So were it to go to that at the moment, if you count back, that would put Kilian in third place in bronze medal, Dmitrii Sharafutdinov in silver. But of course, he's still got a wall to go here. After Rei Sugimoto makes a third attempt, 40 seconds left on the clock. He's done it, he's bypassed those holes on the far right. Down the crowd, and Rei Sugimoto tops out there on problem 3. What an exceptional final. Chris next to me, just laughing his head off here. Not quite sure how to say what's going on. What a phenomenal male final here. An incredible female final as well.
The route setters have definitely made up for the semi-final round with these great display from all these athletes. Rei nailing that problem on his last attempt, as he did with problem number 1.
I think, was that 3 attempts there for Rei?
Might have been, it's 3 or 4. We'll have those results up for you in a minute.
We'll get it updated for you. Now, we are back with Kilian on problem 4 here. So, Kilian the first male athlete in the final here to attempt problem 4. Kilian currently 2 tops out of 3 here in the final. Did problem 3 with 2 attempts. Did problem 2 in a flash. We have got that top camera shot. We're going to be bringing that to you as well as the athletes progress up. Men's problem 4.
3 minutes 30 left on the clock. Kili off with his first attempt. Going the mono. It's not pretty. Ooh.
A dyno with 1 finger on that second hold there. Kilian is so on form here in the final now. He's really got himself back on track. He needs this. It's going to make all the difference. This is looking like it could be a flash.
Oh! Just coming up short. We've got his girlfriend Anna Stoa sitting next to us. She's put her head down, can't believe it.
Chris is going to have a bit of a chat with Anna now about that.
Anna, what do you think about Kili coming exceptionally close to sticking that last hold?
Oh, I'm even more nervous than when I climb myself, seriously. It's horrible.
Do you think he can do it on his next go?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You have the confidence?
Yeah, I know he knows that he can do it, and yeah, for sure he'll do it.
It's his style?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, number 3 was definitely a Russian style, as we all know. They just crimp like hell. We saw them, they're crushing it, but this one is definitely more for Kilian.
Yeah, well, perfect there. We'll wish Kilian good luck on his next attempt here. Thank you, Anna.
Thanks.
That was Anna Stoa there. So that was Kilian with 1 minute 55 on the clock here. As he goes to make a second attempt. Here he goes to that incredible dyno again. And he makes it again. On to the second part of the problem. The first bit's over with.
The crowd right behind Kilian here as he's lining up for this final hold.
This is home.
Here he goes.
Home serve for Kilian, and he's top. Can he get the second hand on? There he is, Kilian. A turnaround to the crowd. Absolutely loving that. This is Kilian really showing the home crowd what the Austrians are made of here. Absolutely sensational. Kilian with 3 tops now. The last 2 tops he's had have been in 2 attempts, which means that's 3 tops in 5, I think. Yes, it is, and that puts him at the top. But the real force that we've seen in this competition is about to emerge here. Rustam Galov has topped 3 already, and he's been counting down the number of attempts it's taken him. Let's see him work some Chuck Norris magic here on problem 4.
Just got a comment from Anna Stohr here about that last attempt from Kili. What do you have to say, Anna?
Told you guys.
There you go. All she said was, I told you so.
Rustam Galov, just no time wasted at all. I mean, it might not be done in 0 attempts, but if it's done in less than 3 minutes, it's almost half an attempt. Just for the sheer amazement of solving a problem that quick. Rustam Galov here. And he's done it in 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Rustam Galov, that's the gold. That is the gold here. Another flash, Rustam Galov. That's going to be 2 goals already in the season of 2012 here in the World Cup rankings. Rustam Galov, 4 tops in 7 attempts, all 4 bonuses. You don't get much better than that, ever. Chris, what do you have to say about that?
This is an action-packed final, one of the best finals that I've had the privilege of watching. Non-stop action, it's incredible, absolutely incredible. I'm speechless.
And the final just keeps building and building. We're back now with Jeremy Boulder of France.
Auf dem ersten Boulder im 4. Versuch. Jeremy Boulder. Jeremy.
We got Jerome Boulder. Oh, just coming up short on that first move. Jeremy Boulder from France. Done exceptionally well here today. Did it really well in the semi-final round. One of the only competitors to do problem 5. And up again, opting for the mono, just as we saw Kili do. Can he nail this? Coming up short, he's looking a bit tired here.
Das sieht man, allein die Leistung darüber zu kommen. Das ist absolute Weltklasse. 2 minutes, 50 seconds.
2 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock.
Jeremy Boulder.
Jeremy Boulder from France.
I'm here with Rustam Galov, just for a second, just to say, 4 tops here in the finals. Rustam, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling really very good. I like this style, just everything for me.
How did you find the crimps on problem 3?
I like him.
You like the crimps?
Yeah, it's my team. I love this competing.
So that's a goal that we've just seen you in Love Dragomir. It's looking like you're going to take a definite goal here as well. What a way to start the season. We're going to see you in Innsbruck.
Maybe I win in Innsbruck. I don't know. I'm training 2 weeks. I don't know.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Rustam. I'm going to get back to the action now. Thank you for your time. Just had to nab a very brief interview there with Rustam. Wanted to nab him. Right, okay, we're back with Jeremy Boulder from France.
Jeremy Boulder making another attempt here. Got his finger in that mono again. Lining up for the jump. Oh, just falling short.
We are with you, Jeremy. Die letzten 4 Starter
Got just
1
over
minute.
1 minute.
3 seconds. 2, 1. This is the last minute now.
Jeremy
Of the
Boulder
men's
hasn't
final.
managed to stick that first move yet. Jump
For
out that
Jeremy
side.
Boulder.
Kreuziger verlängertes Hauptregeneratives Wochenende. Jeremy Boulder.
Ah, there it is. He makes that dyno.
Just a quick touch of the bonus, so he's established he's got the bonus.
Jeremy Boulder here.
Looking exceptionally tired here, Jeremy. Done excellent, as we said. Getting through to this. The only climber to succeed on problem number 5 in the semi-final.
Well, we've got 12 seconds on the clock left here. As long as he can stay on the wall, he can keep going. Ale from the crowd. Yes! Yes! Jeremy Boulder tops out on problem 4. Exceptional. You're watching the best climbers in the world performing so well here in the finals. It's been so eventful. We've had injuries, we've had...
Not opting for the mono like we've seen all the other guys. Lining up for the jump, sideways jump. Oh, he's gone the mono. Oh!
We were saying earlier, we think that ankle might have taken a bit of a knock to his confidence here. He's just banged his side as well.
Definitely in the wars here. Rei Sugimoto from Japan beating himself up. Putting in a fantastic effort today.
Total commitment from the climbers though. So close.
Just looks like
Vienna
he's holding back a little bit.
Fantastic support to our climbers here. The climbers wanting to do their best. Above, there we are. It's giving you a wave now. We're sitting down here. I would shout for the rest of Vienna to give us a wave as well, but Rei Sugimoto is concentrating, so I won't right now. So here we go again for another attempt from Rei Sugimoto. Is this 3? And he makes the dyno! Second part of the problem, here it comes. There's our top camera for you there. You can see where he is on the wall. Oh. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock here.
Aber der Kaufmann schon, es geht nicht mehr, kommt von hinten vor. Der Rei Sugimoto her. 2 minutes to fly.
2 minutes on the clock here.
We've got Jakob Schubert sitting next to me. Jakob, what do you think of this final?
Crazy, really nice final. Yeah, amazing to watch. Even after the women's finals, it was really nice.
And Rei Sugimoto, just to keep you updated, makes that dyno. Sorry to cut you off there, Jakob. Go back again. Carry on chatting to Jakob. Chris, you always want to hear how Jakob's finding things.
Rei Sugimoto lining up for the last shot. Oh!
And he's made it! He's made it! At the top there, the crowd are absolutely loving it. What a phenomenal final, Rei Sugimoto.